aficionados, rock gods and goddesses, welcome to Mount Olympus of the rock review world. It's MPJ. It's a new album rock review show. I'm Nigel. This is Simon. This is William. We have Trish, who has also reviewed and left reviews there for us. What do? We review all the latest rock album reviews. We rate them out of 5. Will they hit our Hall of Fame? Will they get into our Album of the Year show? Who knows? Today we are reviewing New Horizon and their album Conquerors, who are, they are a returning band. We have reviewed their stuff before. They're a new Swedish power metal, heavy metal band centered around the duo of core members Erik and Jona, both formerly and currently of the band H.E.A.T. There we go. Jona started New Horizon in order to quench his thirst for playing power heavy metal. He grew up listening to loving bands Maiden, HammerFall, Helloween, Blind Guardian, Judas and Symphony X, among others, and always dreamed of releasing his own power metal anthems one day. The initial idea for New Horizon at first was to have several lead vocalists perform the album. However, that quickly changed when Erik came to the studio to record 2 songs for the album. Despite Erik having recently departed H.E.A.T, both guys felt the need to continue their work together, and the songs Jona had written for the debut New Horizon album were a match made in hell for Erik's voice. With the recording of those 2 initial songs, they started brainstorming and visualizing the future together under the banner of New Horizon. And they liked what they heard and saw, and when asked the sound of New Horizon, Jona described it as a mix between classic power and heavy metal with a touch of 2021. So, we reviewed Gate of the Gods previously, and it scored an average of 2.7 and is 241st on our all-time album review. So, it was a bit average, slightly above. Will this be any better? Let's find out. Simon.
Yeah, I mean, what a great opening track against the odds with those powerful riffs and beating drums. Then the vocals kick in, and I'm still slightly torn. But he reaches the chorus and sings beautifully in harmony with the instruments, and the guitar solo is so sweet. I'm still not a fan of the high-pitched singing, but throughout the album, the vocalist stays just short of being ear-splitting, which is good for me. The lyrics are great as well. So many catchy lines. Against the odds, the obvious one, and like the chorus in Apollo. I've never had such a fun history lesson. Overall, I enjoyed the album. It was very fun. It's a great example of power metal. My personal preference on the vocals is being the only real detractor from the album and stopping it getting like truly up there in the books for me. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great album.
Rise Between the Thorns, Trish. Conquerors. This is a conqueror. I like it. From the start, letting you know the album is full of progressive rock metal with beating drums and pounding guitars from this Italian band. You might have not done a homework there. I really liked the tracks Apollo, and the track Before Dawn was memorising with Eliza Rudd. And for the first time I've heard the name as she guested on other band albums. It softened the album down nicely from being full on. A bit of respite in the middle for the years to settle down. The album ends typically with the story told of Alexander the Great, a solid offering for this genre of music. William. Now, William, you are a history aficionado. Well, you don't say aficionado, but you love your history.
I've been known to dabble.
You've been known to dabble
in my time.
What did this tick boxes for you, my friend?
So, unfortunately, I didn't have as much time as I'd have liked to normally to do my thorough, in-depth research on all the songs to spy out all the other history tidbits here and there. But oh man, I thought it was very cool. Having a song ending, well, the few times I'll accept this long song, an 8-minute track singing about Alexander the Great. Very cool, very awesome. We love Alexander. You need a whole album on the exploits of that man and his fantastic endeavours. Sabaton, listen, that's your next one. Do it. Stop singing about World War I, just sing about Alexander the Great. And this is a really cool album. Nils Molin, incredible vocalist, as we know from Amaranth and Dynasty, others we've spoken a lot about in the past. Fantastic art bands. His vocals in this are as as good as always. He, for me, is the stand-up part of it. I love his voice so much. I've got a real guilty spot for it, and yeah, it's so cool. The song "Before the Dawn," with featuring the other lead singer of Amaranth as well. It's fun having an Amaranth song that's singing about history instead. We'd love to hear it. This is a really cool album. Obviously, slight bias. They're singing about history. They're singing about history very well, I think, and telling these stories in a very, very good manner. This is awesome. More like this, please. Spectacular.
Yeah. Oh. Power metal meets Iron Maiden stroke heavy metal. Now we hear a few bands come like that, and they do the power metal and their storytelling, and you really don't know. Sometimes you lose it. You go, well, what is that story about? Sometimes because of no. But what they've done here is just it just grew on me and grew on me and grew on me. Every time I listen to it, I go like I want to really. Do I really love it? Do I just think it's okay? But it just got better and better and better. Diamo, which is obviously about Japanese kind of warlords, was just fantastic. Apollo, I was there. I was there. I was landing on the bloody moon. I was there. Alexander the Great. I was kind of like. I think the vocals on Alexander the Great maybe wasn't as good as I think, or clear, because I think the storytelling in some of the other songs were good, but I didn't think so much on Alexander the Great. Though I was kind of there with him, but pretty much every of those songs I went on that journey, and I think what they've done, if you listen to what Saxon have tried to do, and they've done it okay, I think these guys have done it better. I think they've done it better, if I'm brutally honest. I enjoyed Gate to the Gods. I think me and Simon were the only ones that enjoyed Gate to the Gods. And sometimes when a band rates that, I go, do I want to bring them back? But I'm really glad I kind of brought these guys back and for the second listen, because I absolutely just love this. And I think the only detractor is that there are a few riffs in there that were blatantly ripped from Iron Maiden. I mean, a couple of choruses and strings who were going like, oh, hold on, that could be like Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which I didn't hate. I kind of loved it, really. I think that Iron Maiden have strayed away to more kind of progressive heavy metal rock, and they've lost that lighter side of what they did, and I thought these guys encapsulated that brilliantly. Loved the album, and it was a definite grower for me as well. Enjoyable. Ooh, now we're feeling an overwhelming like, maybe. Let's find out our ratings then. Simon, what did you give Conquerors?
I gave it a 4.
Trish also, just give it a 3. Trish give it a 3.5. William?
4.
4. Now, bizarrely, I was at a 4, and I listened to the album again, and I upped my score to a 4.5. Which gives it, ladies and gentlemen, a 4, which you know what that means. You know what that means. Welcome, New Horizon and the album Conquerors, to our Hall of Fame. You've reached the dizzy heights of a 4. 57th album of all time, out of 392. 15th album joint of the year. Who knows? Will it get into our album of the year show? We'll have to wait and see. But you are definitely in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations! So, and what a treat, eh, Simon? We both give the Gods a 4, and they're back, and really good, excellent. Good. Well, do you agree? Please leave your comments below, you wonderful rock people out there. And if you like the show, please, every like, every subscribe really helps us get the word out there of what we're trying to do, because we try to bring new bands to the table as well as bands and so forth as well. So thank you very much. Goodbye, keep rocking, and take care. Bye for now.
Bye.